Hi guys, it's me, Boog.
And Dad!
And today we're going to be reviewing the G.I. Joe Transformers crossover Megatron Hisstank.
Yes, in my opinion, the ultimate crossover of all crossovers. Hasbro, a few years ago, decided to take the G.I. Joe line and um, and the Transformers line and mash them together into like this totally awesome, um, mashup set. Joe Transformers, and this is really, really cool. Normally, I'm not too big into the crossover sets, but this just looked too cool to pass up. So I had to pick one up. This is our first one. If I'm not mistaken, I believe there's four total that they've done so far. I think kind of we're getting like one a year since they started it. And this one's been out for a little while. He's not super brand new. I think maybe the newest one for this year or late last year is um well it's Soundwave. And I can't remember the cross up part for the G.I. Joe part, but that doesn't matter. I probably will pick that one up eventually because these are not bad. They're supposed to be really large figures, so we'll find out. So I think for this one, I was able to pick it up for about $50. I think the Soundwave one is a little bit more, like 100. But like I said, again, what you're getting here is supposed to be pretty decent size. Definitely not going to be in the 6 inch range, I don't think. So we're going to find out. But you can see the packaging looks absolutely amazing. Got the classic 80s G.I. Joe on one side, classic 80s Transformers over here. I think these are made to appeal to people probably my age, the kids that grew up in the 80s, because this isn't a new version of Megatron. This is like the old school 80s look. And of course, this looks exactly like the His Tank looked when it released in, the late 80s there too. And on top of getting, of course, the Transformer, robot mode is Megatron, uh, you know, um, alt mode, vehicle mode is going to be His Tank. And then on top of that, you get not one, um, oh, maybe it is just one. I think this one you just get one. 3 3/4 inch G.I. Joe figure. So we're going to get the His Tank driver with it also. And her name is the Baroness, as you can see her down here on the bottom. And I think the one I was thinking about, I believe the Soundwave one comes with two figures for that one. This one you just get one, the Baroness. But man, to be able to get a 3 3/4 inch O-ring, I like to call them, G.I. Joe figure, which I'm pretty sure is what she um, is pretty amazing. Like I said, for 50 or $60, that's not bad at all. Normally, just a regular transformer, especially this size, would cost you that or a little bit more. So anyhow, but I love it, love the packaging, and but of course, it all comes down to what's it really like once we get it out. So stay tuned.
Be right back, everyone. We're back.
All right, so here he is, folks. The His Tank slash Megatron. Dun, dun, dun. So as you can tell from the back, we got a lot of the His Tank, and here he comes. There's Megatron,
Yeah.
and this thing is actually really cool. It's pretty amazing to me they pulled this off. At least in this mode, because you could definitely see that his tank looks like it would probably be about full size. We'll find that out once we transform him. But of course, this is him in robot mode, Megatron mode, and it's really awesome. It looks cool. The back is clunky for sure. I mean, you have this huge part of the tank that sticks out. Windshield kind of goes down. The very back of the tank is his shield, which is kind of clever. Um, his scope slash blaster, of course, is the same. It's his blaster there, something that kind of looks like it. And then I love how he's also got the tank turrets up here at the top above his head, where he can kind of blast whatever he wants to with those. So this Megatron, man, he's a force to be reckoned with. There's a lot going on here. There is a lot. I will say there is a lot of hollow pieces in the back. He doesn't feel particularly like heavy, not as heavy as you would think for a figure this size. So, like I said, there is a lot of hollowness there. But I think for what they've managed to accomplish here, this is something that's really cool. I like it, and even as weird as the back looks, there's something about it that I like. I don't know. It kind of reminds me of that thing in RoboCop or something. But he just looks like a really awesome like mech droid that's really about to do some serious damage. What do you think, Vic?
Yeah.
I mean, the tank treads here, on the bottom look good. Um, Megatron himself, he definitely has the whole old school helmet, face, all of that.
I don't know. I think they actually did change up the helmet a little bit.
Maybe just a little, but you could definitely tell they're going with that old school look. Which
I think they made it look less. They kind of made it more look more military helmet than the helmet they normally has.
okay, but either way, it's pretty close. And now I did notice he has this trap door here, but I'm not sure. Here's a look at the instructions
I
a bit more.
believe that is for transformation mode.
Oh, this part here.
Maybe.
It's like storage.
Yeah.
But of course, it could be his power. What is it? The power. Um, the the power star thing that goes in there.
Spark.
The Allspark.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe
I
that's.
want to know what this thing would do if it had on spark.
Yeah, there's no way he could get on Spark or on Star. Well, OnStar would give him directions and call for emergency help if he needed it. But it's a tank. He's never going to need that.
Yeah, OnStar is the OnSpark in the Mario Plushie universe.
Yes, that's true. Right, yes, the OnStar. But yeah, so like I said, I think it's actually really cool. Now, that's all the good things I have to say about it. Again, when it comes around the back, you'll see the hollowness here in these tank treads. Like I said, there's just nothing there at all, real plain space. And up under here too. Like I said, it's just all hollow. And he's very light. But that doesn't mean he's not sturdy. He feels fairly sturdy and he balances with all this craziness going in the back. He actually balances really well. A lot better than our Voltron back there. So I'm talking about your balancing it now. You're letting me down.
Yes, Dad is being seen.
Okay.
Is being exposed for being an absolute doofus.
Maybe not as well as I thought. Let's try him again.
And now he won't hold his blaster now.
Blaster doesn't want to slot in.
Okay,
but yeah, like I said, you kind of have the shield down here, and this does look really, really wild from the back. But it's also kind of cool in a way. But yeah, that's as far as his feet come out. So just kind of stand him up here. All right, there he goes. It's not exactly right. I think that's close. But so yeah, for everything he's got going on, I still say he stands pretty well and still better than Voltron. Or Voltron takes a lot of fidgeting and this and that. But has that review went up yet?
Yeah, I don't know.
No, because we had to correct it, didn't we? We had the
we
blue
still
line mistake.
have to fix it.
Yeah, we still haven't done that yet. Okay, so we got to get to that. But yeah, so that's him. Like I said, in Megatron mode or robot mode. Give us a couple minutes. We're going to transform him into his tank mode and kind of see what that looks like. All right, see you in a minute. Turn this video around. All right, so yeah, here he is, and this is the Hisstank.
Megatron Hisstank.
Yeah, and this mode is definitely the superior mode by far. This thing is really, really cool. It looks almost exactly like the 80s toy, exact size. I mean, this is a really, really close replica. And it's amazing that they came this far, and it's a Transformer. I put many, many, many miles on one just like this when I was a kid. Fun toy and a real sturdy one too. And this seems to kind of be the same way. Like I said, it feels pretty heavy duty, especially for a Transformer, where it's all the parts click together, but also just a lot of fun. But we do have a bit of bad news, unfortunately. With our particular set, the Baroness was missing. No! Dun, dun, dun. Now, ours was a damaged package set from Amazon, so I think probably pretty self-explanatory as far as what happened with ours. Is obviously I think somebody bought it, kept the figure, and sent it back, and probably on purpose. That because everything about the tank was tied in there just like it should have been. So I think the person just wanted the figure, and that's what they got. And
and if you're watching this, we're looking for you.
Yeah, and I'm sure the Amazon worker had no idea. Everything else was there. So yeah. So anyhow, so we don't have the Baroness, which is very disappointing. Because we're looking forward to seeing a new, I guess, 3 3/4, G.I. Joe figure after all these years. I haven't seen a new one, in gosh, 30, 40 years. So that would have been kind of cool. But maybe the next time. I was looking at my return options, so I might be able to ship it back and see if I can try again. And actually get one with the figure this time. But anyway, enough about the figure. Like I said, this is his tank, and it is great. So everything about it, like I said, from functionality standpoint, is just like the one you remember. Well, if you remember, if you're of a certain age, being my age, and you had one when you was a kid. Like I said, once everything is pegged in and tabbed in, it's very, very solid. And what I love about it is they even remember to include the wheels, so it cruises along pretty well. I'm not going to say great, but pretty well. They at least made an effort there with it. And then, of course, you have the only real difference is that I can tell is the gray here, of course, for his legs. And then it even kind of has, I always thought it was a barcode looking thing in the front there. I think those are actually like headlights. But on the turret here, normally the his tank looks like this. And of course, it's spinnable, just like in the original toy. So they were able to keep that feature, which is really, really cool. And that was tons of fun. Yeah, the Cobra Commanders, they took down a bunch of Joes when I was a kid with this thing.
Yeah.
Running away backwards. Choo, 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 choo.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, it's a very, very impressive replica of the Hisstank. They really, really nailed this part of it 110%. And then, like I said, the only difference is Megatron's blaster cannon, but I think it looks really cool sitting on top like that. That's a pretty awesome little addition.
Extra firepower.
Yeah. Now, the only thing I'm sure that Megatron is not going to approve of, and they were able to get the tow hitch in, which is that piece that we were talking about earlier in robot mode. That I was wondering what it was, and it's the tow hitch, so that's pretty cool. I don't remember them ever making anything that you could actually tow with this, but it was still pretty cool that it had a tow hitch on it. And I'm sure it probably wasn't a GI Joe toy, but I'm sure I found something to tow with it. But yeah, like I said,
He probably towed Optimus Prime's trailer, probably.
probably, yeah. At one point, it probably did. But I'm a fan of these. I will definitely buy more. I think I'm looking at Soundwave next. That looks like a pretty cool set. Um, but yeah, I like these. The only thing I'm sure that Megatron is going to hate is that if you remove the little cover back here, I'm nobody's cheeks. That's right. Did you do today? You opened it. No.
And his voice changed in between.
Yes, had to get it going there for a minute. Yes, yes. He makes me cheeks. Let me back up. This is so embarrassing. What crimes me?
What just happened?
So I don't know. I thought that was really hilarious when I got to the end. This is one of the last things you do when you're transforming it, and he's of course like this, staring at you the whole time, and you just simply cover him up, and that's it. So pretty,
Even figure out how to cover it up again.
yeah, pretty funny there. Yeah, it all kind of has to slot in, and it's not the easiest transformation in the world. Not that any of the steps are hard or confusing, really. But it is tough to kind of get everything compressed all down together. But once you do, it's a lot of kind of pressing and squeezing and like that, And then, but once you do, it all fits together really, really solid. And like I said, it stays together well. They did a good job with the design. I'm not sure. I'd heard that it was the GI Joe team that actually designed these, and not the Transformers team. And maybe that's why it's so, I guess, one-sided as far as the Joe mode is absolutely awesome, and the Transformers mode is kind of so-so. I mean, I love Megatron, but it's not the greatest version of Megatron we've ever seen, right?
Yeah.
So leaves a little to be desired, but yeah, I mean, for attempt at what they're doing, I'm all in, and I love it. Like I said, and for $50. If I could have got the action figure, I would have been very, very happy if we would have got the Baroness. But we'll I don't know, maybe she's expensive. I'll see what she's going for online. But I'll probably send it return and try my luck again, just do an exchange if I can, and see if I can get her on the next one. So, but anyway, I guess I need to talk about the cockpit. Like I said, it's fully functioning just like the original. He's in there tight too. Gotta get it open. There's a little tab here you can use to kind of pop it out. And you got, it's a lot like the original, very minimal. There is like some detail down in there. It's hard to see with our lighting, but overall, very minimal detail. No stickers, nothing like that. But kind of there's the controls and stuff. But this feels very nice and sturdy, just like the original. Nice, heavy duty, clear plastic. Because you would think in a toy like this, especially the abuse that it took when I was a kid, it would have broke, cracked, whatever. But no, this thing is tough. Even the connection here on the 80s version was really, really, I don't want to say strong. You could pop it off really easy, but you also put it back on really easy. And it stayed that way for many years. Also, what I like about it too is that you don't have stickers. So all of this
It's
that you see
decals.
is it decals? It's like printed on.
Yeah.
So that's really cool. I like that a lot. And then the back, all the Cobra emblems are all printed on. So that's a pretty neat touch. And then you have this weird one, even the GH7 here on the side. And you have this weird one, which I don't even know what this is. Says
It's 363.
it's a big V. I don't know why it had to be there.
I think that's like trademark stuff.
Okay, but it even feels printed on too. It's very strange that that's where they put it. They could have found some other place, maybe. And it's on both sides. Yes, that's kind of odd. But anyhow, but yeah, I really do love it, especially in the Hisstank mode here. Very cool. All right, Boog. So
well, then, because we don't have badness, we have the closest, the second best thing. We have Adam West.
Adam West is going to get the turret.
Yeah.
Oh no. Okay, well it works. Why not? We'll have a complete mashup here.
Yeah.
Let's see, Batman, and not just any Batman. Adam West Batman. Yes. The man who I thought hated guns, but I guess he really likes them now.
I guess so.
He's gonna get a little senile on his older years here, so now he just doesn't care.
He's going all out. He has to do what he has to do to keep up with the new generation.
Yeah, now in our story mode of Justice League, he's already been kicked off to the nursing home, and banished from the Justice League for lots of failures because he's 70 years old.
So, and this is where he has the best out to keep up with the new generation.
So yeah, I think he's going to come back with the tank, ready to
have
fight.
Robin on the back here or something.
Yes. So, but yeah, unfortunately, he's being investigated for murder right now for knocking off backgrounds at the nursing home. I'm not sure how that's going to turn out.
Well, I don't think anyone here watching has any idea what we're talking about.
Yeah, I think you're going to have. I think we're going to have Adam West, Batman here. He's probably going to need to see a psychiatrist very soon.
Clearly he has the murder weapon.
But anyway, like I said, this is a great toy, I think. You know, like I said, if you're into Transformers, if you're into G.I. Joe, I recommend picking this up. So I'm going to give my rating, and I'm going to give it 4 stars.
Okay.
Boop.
What's stopping me from going to 5 stars?
Robot mode.
Yeah.
Basically Megatron. It is not his fault, but the robot mode's a little weak. Okay, the robot mode's probably a lot weak, but the G.I. Joe mode or the vehicle mode is so strong, it brings it right back up.
I'm going with 3.5 stars. Pretty much the same reason Dad has Megatron. Okay. Megatron form is just weak, and also Megatron wouldn't be happy if I ranked it any higher because he is ready to leave the cheeks.
Yes, that's very true. He's not happy with his face placement at all. But I mean, I guess that's the best Hasbro to come up with. I guess. Again, you know, but I think it's probably some truth to that the G.I. Joe team designed this and not the Transformer team, because I think they would have probably not gone with such a popular figure, you know, kind of done that way. So anyhow, but like I said, I do love the concept. That I like the idea of all things they could have done. Hisstank, Megatron makes sense. They both work really good together. So I do like that. But yeah, hopefully they'll continue doing more and they keep getting better and better at it, and maybe get the Transformers team a little more involved. That would be so super awesome. So we'll see where they go. And like I said, I'm going to pick up the Soundwave versions. We'll get that on the channel here in the next few weeks or months. And so I want to get it. Well, I can still get it new, and it doesn't go to what do you call it? Resellers or whatever. Yeah, I have to pay ridiculous eBay prices for it. So yeah, I'm going to pick that one up because I'm a huge Soundwave fan anyway, like Megatron. So it should be fun. But all right, that's about all I got, dude. You got anything else?
Nope. Like, subscribe. We'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Take care, everybody.